Get ready.
Hello everybody out there. Time for some more retro coding on the ZX Next. I've got some problems with my sound. It's always different problems it seems, but the battery won't hold charge, so I had to use external sound there. So you might have heard it when I unmuted my mic. Yo, how you doing, Micro? I did pop into Discord as soon as I got home. I saw there's been a load of developments there, but I didn't have time to write. I was trying to fix something on the code, but yeah, again, no time. What's his right hand doing? Good point. They've ripped that from another game, I think. Secret game. Finishing up the game. Hi, Vulcan. This is most certainly going to be a short stream today, because I have been reading up a lot of this solution to this, but I still haven't solved it. And I still want to draw some nice sprites as well, which I did get halfway through. But again, I ran out of time. You might have, if you looked at the GitHub today, you might have noticed I did do something. Oh, wonder why it's not showing up. There we go. What I actually did was I loaded the sprites into slot 6, page 14, using the same address as the other, the map. Sprog back on Discord. I had to shut it because I got too many people trying to talk to me and that on there as soon as I opened it up. So I thought, I haven't got time, you know, I've got to do the stream. But I'll open it back up now. You might hear some sound coming through my monitor speakers because I've got no headphones right now. The battery's out. I saw it said problem solved, but then it said robot hype will help us find, and then that was you talking about something completely different about cooking. I saw something about the free colour. We'd already tried that though, had we not? And then it said something about, I saw the Microman solution, about it, tile 0 being blank. So I'm sure it was the way I was using that program. Bone stock. Oh wow, smells lovely. Nice. I've never even heard of bone stock. It sounds like the name of a character out of Ren and Stimpy or something. I bet it's nice though. I saw that thing about the 0 tile. So perhaps it is the tiles. I mean, at this rate, it's almost worth just manually creating them. I'm not quite considering that, but I sometimes do. When I say manually creating them, I mean literally typing the numbers in to a document and saving it as a .til. Oh, so it's actual bones. That's good. Good for you, man. Send them to me. Tile data. Are you talking about the overall size of the tile data there? What I'm referring to is why it was coming out with some zeros in the exporter. I'm trying to read through all your messages now on Discord between you and Emook. That's brilliant with the list of the next registers there. That's so helpful. Board feature control. Yeah, I'm skim reading the messages. I did see him mention the palette, but we already tried that, I believe, wherever it is. Oh, the 16 colour palette thing might be what done it. Because I just used them top 16 colours, but was it trying to include loads of other colours in there? I don't know. Excuse me. Yeah, I've just clicked that board control one. That's dead useful. I mean, I've been reading loads about the tile map all day. I've got a better understanding of what I had yesterday. And that's what I was quickly running through. So this seems to work with the sprites. We've still only got 13, but I think I could have 64 now with this technique. But I've noticed this doesn't discard them afterwards. It still needs it. If I overwrite, you notice I'm on page 14 there. And then, oh, I've put the tile. No, I've left it in there actually. Then these are in page 15. But if you look at here, right, I open up slot 6 at that address, I believe, that offset, which is where I put, where is it? This. Oh wait, is it wrong? I actually can't remember why I put OE there. OXE. I did know this morning. It's the page number, isn't it? That's the same as OXE. So what I was trying to get at is I've opened the slot and the page. I've gone to that address. I've uploaded all the sprite data with the LDIR or OTIR. I believe that opens up the channel for writing the sprites, and then this is the port you have to write out to. So this happens one time, then this for every byte of sprite data. But what I'm trying to get at is then after I've done the sprites, I mean that's not so important, this bit, it could go anywhere, but then I've done the tiles, right? I'm going to have to look up that 15, hex 15, because I don't think I can remember what that does. And while I've opened up that thing, I may as well do it. Sprites and layers system register. Enables, disables sprites. Low res layer. Right, so that's just enabled the sprite layer. Yeah, and it enables them being over the border, which was weird. I remember trying. This should, if I change that to 0, they should not be over the border anymore. But as you can see, they are. They're still being drawn over the top of the border. Bench warmer. It's got to be a good life, hasn't it, being a bench warmer? Wouldn't mind that job. Look at 6B. Okay. 6B. Okay. Tile map control register. 1. Bit 7 is enable the tile map. We must be doing it already. Yo, Emook. How you doing, my man? You didn't think they were over the border? Okay, I'll have a look at that in a sec. I do. I guess before we go any further, I should quickly show this again, what I did. This was all the same as what we already had at the end of yesterday. Or whenever it was, maybe even the day before, I can't remember. But if you remember the sprites, we had to chop most of them off. But what I've done here is added a slot and loaded it in there, which I believe is different to what I was doing before, where I just had labels for each one of them before and didn't do any of that. But it seems to work, so I hope that's okay to do that. So I put it into page 14. Sprite start 32, 32. Let's have a look. So if I put it to 0 again, this one, that should be not over the border, shouldn't it? But if you look at the tiles, oh, I see the sprite. That is. I'm with you, right? I've blocked it so they can't even walk that far. The code doesn't allow it. I thought that was the tiles. That I see now. That's just the sprites. Tiles go over the border. Okay, thank you. In that case, we definitely want the sprites to be able to as well. But that's something trivial to fix. I've just got to adjust some of the constants. Okay. I thought I read somewhere that the border, the ULA screen could go over the top of the tile map or something. I probably was really confused and got it completely wrong, to be honest. But that makes sense now, so. Because we're dealing with, I was dealing there with the sprite layer and layer 2 control. And I was confusing that with tile map control, which is actually something different. 6B. And we must be doing it to enable the tile map. Okay, I'm with you. I guess it's not too important to get for me to get stuck on that just yet. I mean the borders. Hey Derek, good to see you, my dude. Hope everything's alright where you are. We're doing some real detailed stuff here that's way out of my depth. I'm trying to find where I actually call NextReg 6B. But it's actually looking good, the progress we've made so far. Init tile map. It's got to be in it. Oh, interested. Oh, yeah, straight away there. So we enable the tile map with that bit. Yep. Well spotted, man. Well spotted. And then the other one that's set to 1 is to eliminate the attribute entry in the tile map, which I'm not sure even what that's doing yet just now. Tile map contains only tile map numbers and attributes taken from default tile map register. It looks tricky, Derek, but it's actually, when you get going, it's quite logical, honestly. It's quite fun. Okay. Right, and this is saying that I only need to actually declare one of them, or define one of them, I take it. Because the other one will be a default. Nice one, Emu, thank you. See, I've been reading a lot about it earlier, and I did start to make sense of it. Yeah, so where was I? Yeah, I agree with that, Vulcan. That's exactly why I like it. You learn so much from doing it, like of how data can be stored and used. But then sometimes like this, I'm getting really stuck, you know, but I'm going to be really satisfied when I do fix it. I believe the output file is half of the problem here. But here was another thing. I've moved some of it around. I put it into a slot, the sprite. This is what I've got halfway through saying 3 times already. Now, in main, I've got the tile map data getting uploaded, yeah? If I wanted to move that into tiled world, if I put it up here, this breaks the code. And I'm guessing, this is a 100% guess, slot 6. Do I need to now set it back to another slot? Because if I run this, I'm going to get an error that says I'm out of memory. And it says this. It's like it's trying to store that as data. Break on line 50. Here. What, a breakpoint? Really? Still get the error. What the error says is, well, I'll put it on the screen. I just guessed that it'd be something to do with the slot where I've switched the slot. But that's the error just for the record here. 2 AM where you are, is it? Wow. You mentioned C earlier and got shouted at. It's assembly only here, baby. In the big boy club now. Yeah, so anyway, to finish what I was saying, if I move it down to the bottom here of this very same file, it now runs perfectly. Very odd. So unfortunately, that's another thing that I don't quite understand, which is, what's the word? Distressing slightly. Swapping those pages for MMU. Yes, please. That would be great. I'll try that. Should I start with this one then? Right. I did wonder whether that was happening, Emook. So I'm really happy to hear you say that. I can copy this perhaps to give me a hint. So does that do the page and the slot all in one? Looks like maybe. I deleted the note. Unfortunately, I had a note here about MMU, but I didn't think I was going to need it. Okay, Derek. Thanks, Emook. I'm going to load up while I wait the text about the MMU on SJASM. Whoops, I was trying to do it on stream without giving a perpetual window. I believe Derek's from North Africa, but I might be wrong, or Egypt, something like that. But I might be wrong. He'll tell you later, I expect. Google Translate needed. Saudi Arabia. I'm in the Middle East. I think he's lying. Nah, he might not be lying. Did you actually do it? Yeah. That's a cool language, isn't it? You think learning ASM's hard? Learn that language. He's only a young lad, Derek is. I'd bet he doesn't even do his own cooking. He's a good lad though. Flowchart. True that. You know, I tried to make an adventure game engine. Um, and they talk about using flowcharts to create that. He says actually don't call it a flowchart, but it basically is a flowchart. I can't remember what he calls it. Ron Gilbert, I think his name is. Monkey Island producer. And he does the whole story like that, you know. Because he's written a game engine, I think, where you can just feed in them scenarios to it now, you know. And try and read up about that MMU thing. That's brilliant, Vulcan. You were teaching the teachers. I'll find MMU. Yeah. First thing, slot number, page number. Okay, yeah, simples. Wait, yeah, slot 6. Oh, there was an N in there for some reason. Again, that was something I didn't quite understand. It was actually like that. And then no page. Oops. Let's just see if that runs. It was strange. I noticed when I was playing around, you could get away with doing things different. Oh, I've just seen your messages, Emook. Sorry about that. Check it out. Okay. Thank you, man. Um. So if I do that there, could I put it back here? So I've just. Oh, 6-1. Okay. 6-1. Thank you. Let's just see if it runs then. It all appears to work fine doing that. Strangely though, I bet we could just delete that and it'd still work. I've got horrible. I've got a weird feeling. I was trying loads of stuff on my own earlier. I was surprised how much it worked. Yeah, weird. I guess it's just because it's at the bottom of the file already. Bank 7 is 1. Okay, thank you. Oh, it is 60. Okay. Thank you, mate. So that'll be a great test, doing it on the tiled world here. And hopefully we can put it up here. When my code gets bigger, it probably won't work. Yeah, I could see how that would happen, actually. It would all depend on what came after it, technically, in the includes or something, probably. Ah, again it's failed though, for the same reason. Just so odd. Maybe it needs an org. Sure, it's just to do with. Yeah, of course you can emote. Give me a mo. It's almost easier for me to copy and paste it, but it's just about easier for me to flip back to the other screen like that. So it says truncated, but then right here it says out of memory. I actually only had the 128K, but I only programmed by following exactly from the back of a book. I didn't know how to actually do it. So there's the error. It says this line 57. It's an actual call to set palette. Of course it can, yeah, one mo. But that's what it is, a call to set palette. I did say you were North African, mate. I'm sorry if I got that wrong. That's just what I remember you telling me, but I might be wrong. I'm pushing this to GitHub right now, mate. I call it MMU pain. I'll put the link up in a second. There we go. Nigeria. Oh, West Africa. See, I was quite close then. Yeah, good point. It's almost directly level with us, isn't it? Probably right on the equator, I guess. Maybe that has something to do with it. I don't know. Quite close. Fair enough, Derek. We won't interrogate you anymore, mate. Don't worry. Quite close. Like he's in your back garden watching you. Okay, thank you, Mook. It's a common theme now, but I would literally be still just about getting the next working the one for Mook. You know, we'd be making very basic programs. I mean, I'm getting hung up on something here, but it's not really that important to get hung up on. We could still do something, but it's important to know why that was happening now rather than write another 5 days worth of code and then hit a problem because of it. – 90 degrees. Oh, on a compass. Yeah, I agree, Vulcan. It'll bite us in the bum otherwise. Okay, I can do that instead. If I just know that limitation, that's fine. I'm quite happy to do that. I mean, we might as well put the sprites there as well in that case. If that's like a standard practice, I'm very happy to do that. I just thought I was doing it wrong by doing that. Okay, we have bingo again. But the other problem, the other elephant in the room is that tile palette thing. There's duplicates in there and it's very odd. Whatever I've done with the export there, or the original source tiles that I made. I've never even heard of WASP. Oh, it's a time thing. Fair enough. So it's probably only 1 AM then, if you GMT. Derek's got his own time zone. He's like, sod the official time zone. Don't care what that says. Google's international. I bet Google have got some sort of headquarters in Nigeria. I've got another friend from Nigeria actually. I only know him as, what is his real name? Damn it, I can't remember his real name. I only know his gamer name. He calls himself Contrarian. He's a funny guy. Just argues. You fixed it. How did you manage that? So you managed to put it all in like separate files. I've moved my stuff down and it builds fine. It says no warnings, no errors, and then it loads. Yeah, I must admit, Vulcan, it's a worry because you think. I mean, I can understand it when it's inside an update loop or something. I think I can understand why it's doing it here as well. We open that slot here and the page, and then it's writing still in there. It never changes back. What about the tiled world? Well, I just emptied it basically and only have the logic stuff now. Shall I put it back to how I had it a minute ago? How I wanted it to be? So what I want to do is put the sprites into the sprites file. And then the tile map stuff in the tile file. Oh, I've left that out. Yeah, that would be so good, Emu. I'd love to know because I actually spent quite a lot of time earlier today on my own trying to figure this out. So what I wanted was to declare it all up here, and this is where it fails. Basically, it says I'm out of memory, and I'm pretty sure it's because I'm in slot 6 and I just remain there. It tries to think this is data. It's in like some sort of mode to write data or something, I guess maybe. Daylight saving time. You'll rant for hours about it. I hate daylight saving time too. Why can't they just stop messing around? Test EQ. Okay. Is that it? Just that? Okay, yeah. Ah, okay. Okay. That dollar's the only confusing bit there. I get all the rest of it. Oh, it just closed. I somehow quit it there when I tried to save it. But it's okay. Volcaf. Oh, it's giving me an error. Unrecognized instruction 60. Vulcan big rip. Need a tab. Sorry, mate. Oh my god, yeah, I'm being so thick. Thank you for your help, mate. Oh, still an error though. Line 51, unrecognized instructions 60. Oh, I need to tab them as well, don't I? I do apologise. Oh, I am an idiot. Well, hey, it's loaded. Yeah, I get it now, Emook. I don't know what I was thinking there, to be honest. I knew that from, especially the org one. You know, I learnt that the very first program I wrote. You know, but I forgot it just then. Funny how it was all different colours now. Yeah, the dollar. Okay. Oh, awesome, Emook. This is mega nuggets of info. We set test. Perfect. Yeah, I see. So actually, yeah, I think I'll put that in a capital. I see. I wonder why it was a different colour now. Palette somehow being affected. Affects the adjusted code. Okay. So do you think it's actually worth, after learning this, to put it back where it should be? I.e. at the end of main. Because it wasn't really hurting anyone there, was it? Yeah, it's going to be easier, isn't it? And in that case, we probably don't need that, but let's bring it across anyway for remembering. So, yeah, I see. So I'll probably comment that out, but I'll cut it back and put it back where it was. And then I probably don't need any of this stuff either, do I? And if I'm going to do that, I might as well do the same with the sprites. Yeah, Vulcan. Yeah. But I never really knew why you had to bother with that, if you know what I mean. I only really knew it from starting my program. I bet I would have been able to use this, using that technique we've just learned. I bet we could make our double buffering code for the 48K even better by using the orgs. Well, no, probably not. Put the sprites into sprite data and include it. Okay. I had it at one point like that, and it does work. But I think you might have to have that at the bottom when you do that. Same as with tile map. I tried that though, that's where it went wrong. Um, I can do that, but I have to put it at the end of tile world. Then it works. Just the data. Huh. You mean not this code here? I'll tell you what, I'll make another one called tile data. Also, tile dwell is meant to be in tiles. So just leave it there. Leave the code where it is. Okay. At the end of tiled world. Let's get rid of tiled data then. That's going to be okay. Yeah, very true, man. It's nice being able to see the data exactly as well in this language. I'd say the most annoying thing about assembly is when you're going from C to this is the loops and iterating, accessing one element in an array, you know. But there's probably an easy way to do it, I just don't know yet. Well, we're stuck with that palette problem still. If we look at, which one are we using, I forget. 3-bit. There's all these zeros in the tile file. And they're being duplicated as well. I made them flat tiles, flat color. So them two are correct, but then these zeros shouldn't be here, and neither should these twos. Show me my bitmap. Um, thing is, I do lose. I sometimes delete files. I'll see what I've got. So here, I've used loads of these. You know, here's the 3-bit one. Yeah, I do, but look, they're all multiple. They're just tests. I'm going to delete them all pretty soon when I've figured it out and put a proper tile sheet in there. But what I mean is, what do you want to see from the bitmap? Like when you say source, what I did was I was in promotion. Well, I've tried them all and they all exhibit the exact same problem. But at the moment we're using the one called 3-bit. We're using this. This is the output from your file I was just about to bring up. I'm struggling. Once I get so many windows open, my brain locks out. Right, so there's this. And then should I make another palette now just to prove? Make another whole file? Show my exact process. So 32 tiles by 24. Do we want 3 there? Oh, thank you, Vulcan. I haven't got the alerts set up when I'm in this menu mode. I need to do that. Thank you very much, my man. Absolute dude. Yeah, do a new project. This is tile mapping it. Yeah, this is a tile map. Oh, not a tile map, sorry. Just a bitmap. Ah. Wait. That's probably what's gone wrong the whole time then. Do I want 4-bit, yeah? 4-bit colour. That was checked by default and I've got rid of it. Ah, look, it's zooming the colours. I can't zoom. Back to new project. Okay, thanks, Micro. Choose image or animation. I don't have that. Have I got some stupid version? I think this is one of the latest versions. What version have you got? I've probably got the wrong one. I've got 7. Version 7.0.7. Why would they change something so, like, it's so annoying when they do stuff like that. Oh, bugger. So they've added something. Damn it. The word. I just acquired that from somewhere. Don't think I can update it. I mean, surely the underlying program will do pretty much the same thing. Any graphic, image or animation. About the default palette. I see. Keep current palette. See, that was actually ticked by default, and I changed it. Is there a dark mode? Uh, okay, I will in a second, Emu. Thank you. That'd be great having a dark mode, yeah. This old version I've got might not be that good. I think I've downloaded Coral, so I intended to try that out, but I haven't had time. I'll look on Discord now. Okay, thank you for that. Yeah, dark mode, and it looks a lot different, like you say. I'd say I'm going to stick my neck out and say this one doesn't do dark mode, but I've been known to miss things. Can't see where it would be here though. It's constantly trying to do a tile stuff, isn't it? Oh, pixels, here we go. Palette. I've forgotten how to. I know you just told me how to do it, but I've forgotten how to zoom again. Check the color menu. Reduce colors. I've clicked it. Use current palettes. Optimize single palette. Optimize. Should I do that after I've drawn them? This is interesting as hell. I never thought it'd be so. I never thought this would be like a problematic part. After I draw them. Okay, thank you. Thank you, Emook. Oh god, I keep holding shift to zoom and it doesn't work. I can just import them. And then reduce. That's what I was just thinking. Okay. And the size, I take it, doesn't matter. Okay. Must be able to resize it. Dimensions. Thank you, mate. Okie dokie. So, color depth. This is 8-bit right now. Do we want to put this down to 3332? I'm going to wait until, or do I just want to click reduce colors? Tiles need to be consecutive. Okay. What a bum bandit. Not sure I can copy paste. What an absolute git. Oh, I'm tempted just to draw a line across. No, that'll do. Because these are just a test card anyway, innit? Press B. Brush pickup. Ah, I see. That's pretty nifty. It's not snapping to grid. I've got much to learn on this because I don't even know how to zoom. I have to pan it like that. Yeah, that'll be a grid option. Ah, lock to grid, look. Take it, that might be it. Looking good. Once I get the hang of this, I'm sure it's an amazing program. I need a quick way of zooming out from here. Oh, it works. It's temperamental though. Like, I don't know. Like, it only zooms centrally. I'm sure it's a setting. So we just try that. Save the image. Let's call it hope. Hope.bitmap. Should I just go straight for reduce tiles or should I wait? Is there more? Reduce colors. Sweet. Use current palette. Optimize single palette. Range 16. I can't click it. Ah, single palette. Thank you, mate. I see that range was to do with frames or layers or something. Oh my god. Rambo's filmed there. Oh, I think I've heard of that place actually. Good colour. Save palette. Hope.pal. Now I'll use your tool, yeah. Hope.pal. It's annoying because I've got this tool saved into my download still and I've been too lazy to move it. So the outputs will go there. But this is going to be all good. Oh, I'm feeling good about this. Alright, let's go retrieve from my downloads. Hope.pal and hope.til. I'm just going to cut them and put them straight into my project. I'm actually going to delete all them other old ones. Okay, it's 16 kilobytes, which is fine. That's what we had yesterday. Almost forgot to go back to the code window. So I've got hope.pal and hope.til, but in there now. Oh, this is exciting. Well, hey. Oh no, we still got some duplicates there in that window, haven't we? In the top channel, where they're all meant to be in a line. But we haven't got any black marks anymore. So it seems it's going in a funny order. The next step is going to be to make some actual logical looking tiles. Oh, look at the source. There's actually one that went completely transparent. We only need the first 2K, yeah. Yeah, but maybe I could just upload all the tiles in one for the whole game. Is that black? Okay. I wonder why we're not using 4-bit color though. Yo, thanks, Microman. Everyone keeps doing it when I'm in the wrong window. Right, that's it. I'm going to copy that thing into there now. The alerts. Oh god, what? I've messed my stream up completely. Alert box. There we go. Yeah, it's in here now. That's better. Thank you for the bit. So the pixels that are 4-bit. Okay. I thought the pixel contained the color data now. You know what I mean? It's got much learning to do. It's fun. I absolutely enjoy it. It's going to be all the more satisfying when it's working. Okay. Each pixel is 0 to F. So that's 16 different values it can take on, which is what I thought was the color code. And then magenta being transparent, no pixel. Right, yeah. I understand, yeah. But that might be how you do like a nighttime effect, or when you walk under a shaded bit of game area or something. You nudge the palette, maybe, for that moment. Check the palette, it's 333. Yeah, because I think it was 888 or something. Oh yeah, but that was before we reduced. No, 888, look. Yeah, look, I wondered about the water. Do you remember I made a shaded version? Okay, I've changed that to 333. Do you reckon I should reduce the colour again? Also, perhaps I should make this look a bit better. It looks a bit crap. Alright, there we go. We've got quite a few unique ones in a row. No, just save the palette. Okay. Oh, okay. Okay, that's done. I'm going to do it into that app. Hope.pal. Just drag it in again. Okay, yes, they've reappeared. So just move the palette back in then. Take the whole document. Take the PAL. Okay, so I've overwritten the palette. I'm just going to try run it again then. Still see them duplicated yellow and red and green. So odd. Doesn't look like what you see on the window there. Oh, I've done it without you seeing. Yeah, sorry. It's not working though. Most odd. So if you look, 1 and 2 are correct, and then the third one, or 0 and 1 are correct, and then number 2 is the one below. If you look at back at this bit, I wonder if there's a way I can get it both on the screen. Let's just check where we are loading the palette. Okay, 1 second. But if you also look at the output of the tile, oh, why can't I read that anymore? You can see that it duplicates them in the data. But where we're loading the palette is here, I guess, or below where we actually ink bin. Oh wait, that when you helped me write it, Emu, I think we had 2,000 and something there, and I changed it to 500. Yeah, it's strange. We'll get to the bottom of it though. I believe that the output is to blame because I'm going to load it in HXD and show you it in a minute. Why has it got what? Right, there it is. So you see it repeat there in the data. So you know the code is doing it in that order. You can see it. But for some reason, this file looks to be incorrectly ordered or whatever. Push that to Git. I certainly can. Just the whole project again, yeah, basically. Call it Hope. Yeah, sorry I'm not so organised with answering your comments here. It's because of how many windows I've got open now. It throws me off my organisation completely. But I've pushed that to GitHub under the code name Hope. Bob Hope. Perhaps it's my version of... Mate, have you got any old tile set yourself that I could chuck in? That you made in your art? But maybe this Pro NG TPB edition is not doing what it's supposed to do. The swashbuckling version. Because I'm can't even get my words out. I'm 99% sure it is something to do with the file rather than the code. Obi-Wan. No. The dark side. Thank you, Emu. I'll grab that. Mega Man. Let's do that. Yeah, that'd be great. Oh, it's making me open it in GitHub desktop. What a bastard. I managed to get the palette. Oh, thank you, man. Bloody legend. Yeah, no, I've got to that bit. Yeah, I've got here, but go to file. Got it. No, can't actually download it from there. I'll open it in GitHub desktop, sod it. Oh, now it's making me clone the repo. I should just clone the repo. Let's do that. The palette came through as a download, but this one just wants to take me to raw. Cloned it. Lovely. Got it. Yeah, I noticed your tile is only 2 kilobytes. This is good to have a nice working example like this. Okay, XD's going next. And get going. I've changed it to MM. I mean, that looks good to me, but I've never seen the tile map, of course. But what I've basically done there is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 to about 14 or something. Hello, Bread Bun. Good to see you, man. They do look correct, yeah. So I've just got to master getting the right file output. Yeah, I don't see a repeat. It looks good to me. Funny how the 0 tile's black. So that's worked quite well for our ground. Oh, there's some ground there. It's funny. It kind of works as a top-down tile sheet. It's good for a basic first try, because what I really wanted to do was draw the tile sheet out I mean, I could change all these to, let's have a look at that again actually. But then I wanted to try and do some rudimental scrolling of the tile and make a whole world of tiles. But I'm a little way off that yet. Just put 9. Change all them zeros to 9s. Too many windows open. Hey. So we're getting there. We're getting there. The tile map hardware was working correctly all the time, wasn't it? We had it working a long time ago, really. What is the palette save as type? Maybe it is. I still haven't actually solved the problem of exporting them to the right format, but I could probably write my own. You know, there's nothing to stop me. I just need a bit of time to do that. There may be one online already that will do it. What ideally I want to do is be able to create an 8-bit bitmap in GIMP and just run it through the thing, the converter there. That might work as well. P register. The really big task in this job, I was expecting what we've done here to be quite a bit easier than it was. And I guess it probably was actually easier than we were making it there with that problem with the file. But the hard bit was what I'm going to try and do now is to have a world of, you know, let's say 1,000 tiles width and 1,000 height, for example. You can only show 200 width, so that would be 4 screens width. Yeah, Vulcan, you'd have to do like load A, P, wouldn't you? Or maybe P's a constant. You still can't, yeah. P's definitely not a constant. Let me check and see why we're having issues. Sure thing, yeah. I mean, I simply can't imagine what was happening with it. It's way beyond my knowledge base. Guessing P is 16-bit. Yeah, but we actually had it working the whole time. If I'd have just had this file from the get-go, it would have worked the very first try. But I learned a heck of a lot along the way because with all that org addressing and MMU slot page, I've learned loads there, absolutely loads. So it was well worth the night or two spent. The next thing is coming up with a way of creating a world. This isn't that much bigger than the screen. I think it's the same size. It really does. Yeah, it is pretty good. It was definitely a blessing in disguise. Because if we'd have just dragged it in there, this file, and it had just worked, and I hadn't had to mess around with all them slots and all that, we'd just be stuck on something else by now. And then, next time we try and write this new code here, like for a new project, we'd be like, okay, I'll just copy that, because I don't know what the hell it's doing. I'm gonna have to think about it overnight again though with the world thing, but my instincts are telling me we're gonna need a really big one of these for every single sort of. When I'm referring to world, like there will be many worlds inside of a game, so there'd be like, the garden of the castle world, and then you'd get out into the overworld main and stuff like that. Exactly, Vulcan. Exactly. I mean, for a first attempt, it's not bad, is it? We've rolled our sleeves up, we started moving the code around, seeing how it broke it, learning about the slots, the pages. I still could, I don't claim to know everything about these slots and pages yet at all, but at least I know a little bit more than I did yesterday. Get rid of that comment now. So we've got a whole bunch of tiles there, but I'm not really interested in what they look like. It's more about making this scrolling world. I was Vulcan, you read my mind, dude. I was just about to say I probably won't do much more in this video. I'm going to start a brand new project and try and re-implement this. Ideally, though, I do want to figure out why we can't export to the correct, because the reason, well, yeah, I want to be able to make my own graphics, of course, but like you just rightly said, a single directional scrolling would be much easier. Yo, Bendelux, good to see you, dude. Get a nice stretch. I interpret stretch as smoke break. It should be a new project, yeah. Just then I've got this as a backup to learn from. But the problem is I haven't got any assets yet. New project gonna smoke. Great times when that's on. 8 tiles would be enough, yeah. But why not have like 32? If you think about it. Or at least 16. I mean, I could just use this tile sheet, couldn't I? And make a side scroller. Because this is from the game Mega Man, I think. Or Emu's version. Let's try it then. Do a brand new project. I'll leave it on that window because I've got a base project with the the build.bat and all that already created. Thing is, I made some changes. Alright, I've created Super Spiky Brothers. I'm just closing down some of these windows I've got open. There's too many. So the only reason I copied it was mainly because I wanted this run.bat and build.bat. Oh yeah, I've added TV to that. I think I added basic keys as well. I think that was everything. I've also kept retro tools, which is just my keyboard code, sprite initializing, and this raster line weight tool. And then main I'm going to clear out now. Right, so that's just an empty project basically. That's the beginning of a project. I'll put it back. Yeah, I've got it on screen tonight. There we go. Procedurally generated world of tiles. It's not impossible, is it? Especially if you had like one tile set for the platforms and one for like the background, or of course just an offset. Anything over 15 is background, anything under 15 is platform or something like that. Anyway, I'll copy those tile data in as well. I'm definitely going to go back to that Final Fantasy one though. But I think this will definitely help reaffirm what we've learned here. So you'll notice I didn't import any tile initialization code. Got sprite tools there. Oh no, so tile tools. Oh, .asm. Definitely want to knit tiles. In Maine. Slot and Page. Not quite sure what I should name that. Like where I'm starting. Let's call it tile map address. Ink bin. And that's where I put it. Don't need hope. Delete all hope. Just need Mega Man. Final Fantasy theme. I've got to get into some music. Definitely. I want to do some Sid Tracker. I'm not sure I'd be able to recreate theme tunes. That would be amazing. But I used to have that Final Fantasy theme stuck in my head actually. I remember because I did play it for a little while, the NES version, but I've forgotten it now. Tiles. That just seems wrong to me already. Oh yeah, we labelled it. That's why it seems wrong. I think in the documentation it's called tile definitions and tile palette, and then it also has tile map. Whenever you achieve, even when you make bread, I love it. I think I was like that a little while. I used to drive around and still hear it in my head. But I never completed that game. I tried. I got close. Got bored after a while. At the very end, something kept killing me. I think it was, yeah, 14 and 15. Oh, we did it before. I'll be amazed if I get this working actually. That needs to go up there as well. Can't type. I should try that out. I hope my headphones have charged up by the time I finish this stream. OMG. Right, this time I'm going to do like that for the map instead of just one. And I want like quite a lot of them, then I think 40. 7, 10. Might have been 32 I wanted, but I'm doing 40. I've got to look it up. I've forgotten. Is it 40 by 32? Police some. I probably need to listen to your guys' music. I've got bored of music in general. Need to open up my horizons to other music. Damn, I've just forgotten what I was going to look up now. Oh yeah, the size of the tile map. Forty by 32. Okay. So there's our tile map. Normally I'd have a game class just for no reason, just to tidy up this main loop. But maybe I won't bother this time. So here's my initialization code here. Cool. Tile. Init tiles. Include it there. Whoa, thank you, man. Thank you very much, Micro. Of course, that's why I'm not hearing my alerts, because they're coming through that tiny speaker on the computer. Thank you so much, dude. It all adds up. It's massive amounts. You're so generous, you lot, honestly. I know we have to hit some next registers here now, but just trying to figure out which ones. Of course, I could just look at my old code if I wanted to. You know, the one Emu basically wrote for. I copied it directly off him. May as well try and do it myself. Probably fail miserably and then copy. Programming tile map mode. 6B. That's better, yeah. Thanks, Micro. Back in the groove, I hope. I think it's directly related to how many windows I've got open on my computer, quite honestly. So I know we've got to hit 6B, which is tile map control. We might try doing some constants this time. And I probably will just revert back to copying. Because I'm already a little bit lost. I don't want to do them in the wrong order. Right. Sure, this will help us learn by having these constants here. Alright. And then we have to do the palette as well. I mean, I think the tile map has its own palette. But don't hold me to that. But I think that's the case. Oh, clip window tile map I'm seeing here. That'll probably be to do with if you want it to not fill the screen. Sure, I had another file. I can only find the one document about tile maps at the moment. I know there's two. Here's the other one. I remember it, but I can't find it here. It's something like 303B. It's to do with choosing a slot. Hmm. This here, I got this off the documentation. Palette control OX43. But then in the other documentation from the same website, it says enhanced ULA control register. Yeah, sorry, I didn't really bring. We've seen this a lot of times already on here, so I was just reading it. It says that here, yeah. 4.3, 4.3. It's the same thing though, if you look. Yeah. So I think it should probably be that. Everybody is dead day. Let's change that. As far as I know, it doesn't hurt the program whatsoever having long names. So there's no reason to not be descriptive when you don't know what you're doing, in my opinion. I'm going straight from my memory here, but we loaded with next reg that, if I remember right, with a slot number. I'm not seeing that in the documentation anywhere on tile maps. Probably to do with slots instead. I think I remember seeing it on the sprites. Here, has two effects. Remember it was this. I wouldn't call Trailer Park Boys a drama, but Corner Gas, I've seen that. It's quite funny. Puppets Who Kill. Never seen that. Maybe I didn't have to do that for tiles. So to init the tile map, let's just try and work through it in this order and see where that gets us. This is the documentation. I'm just reading it from the top to the bottom and copying, hoping it works. I doubt it will. So next reg, OX6B, tile map control. That bit enables the tile map. Zero in this bit means the size is 40 by 32. The 1 would be 80 by 32. Bit 5, to eliminate 1 is to eliminate the attribute entry in the tile map. I don't understand that fully, but Emu explained that's something to do with instead of having a 2-byte tile, we have a 1-byte tile in the map. And then it uses the default tile attribute or something. I don't quite understand it, but from my memory, I know the rest was 0. Palette select, reserve. Okay, yeah, 1 has to activate 512 tile mode. Okay, I think that's how we run that. Shameless. I used to love Shameless when it first came out. I loved it then, yeah. It just got a bit the same after a while. I must admit, I stopped watching TV completely at about that time when I stopped watching Shameless. That was like the last show I actually watched that was like on UK TV. Now I just download old stuff. Yeah, they're insane, them Shameless. Thing is, you see little clones of them running around now. And they're scrotes. Yeah, I've given up TV. I just binge watch like really old stuff now. I used to love movies as well, but I haven't really seen a good movie in ages either. I think I see the odd one, but I don't really remember it. Alright, so no, I'm going to give in and just look at the existing working one, see if I can pick the bones out of that. Alright, then we do need to set the default tile bit. That can be all zeros. Here's one I'm having to read about. Tile map base address. It only wants the bottom 5 bits, or 6. Most significant byte or bits of the address. And bank 5. How do I get to bank 5? Okay, so what I'm looking at in my working code, wait, that wasn't right. Right. 10,000 bits. Michael, I feel bad now when you say stuff like that, because I actually don't have a clue to that question. Yeah, so in my working code, it just says that, but I don't know why. That's the address, that. But, oh, Emu's here. You legend, man. That's amazing, thank you. I've downloaded it. I won't make any more tiles online on air today, but I'm going to definitely do it in my spare time, make some really nice tiles for the game. What I was trying to do here was to redo with just a tile map, nothing else. I know this is the most significant byte of the address, but why is it 4? I still don't really know. Oh, I wonder if 4 was meant to be. I mean, of course, I'll try and put my Oh, so it's just a hard fact. So, am I right in thinking then that that's going to be the same for every single game? Okay, thanks, Emook. In that case, I'm going to make a constant here and reuse it all the time. So that's the next reg, and then the actual value. Okay, thank you. That's why when I was piddling about with it earlier, sometimes it was just loading a black screen because I was putting it too low. 4,000 in bank 5, which is stored. Something called BRAM. Special memory, that's super quick. Right, okay, thank you. I get it now. So the tiles have to reside there for the whole time. It's not like you can write over it later or anything. I think I get it. Kind of. Okay. You can load all your tiles and bitmaps to bank 5. Okay. So 4,000 to 7F. Right. Wow. Okay. That sounds amazing. It's gonna be brilliant. It's gonna be brilliant. Yeah, I was just thinking that same thing. It'll probably become much clearer that when we do it. But I'm still at the stage of not fully understanding this. I understand most of it so far. So 6F is the tiles definition's base address. It's also correct next wedge. And this is where, I see, yeah, this is where the actual definitions is going to live. And we put hash 60. Yeah. I'm just trying to think though, the reason for the pause is, did we put 60? Where did the 60 come from? Edit this episode. There's going to be no editing. Editless. I get that it's 60, but I'm still trying to think of where I control that. Is it tile map address? No, see, this is C. Oh, I see. It just falls to there because the other one was at 40. Okay, Brill. Thank you so much. Like I say, these are largely unnecessary, but I think they might help us learn. Okay, so the next one is ULA control. We'll just disable it. Init tiles. I see, yeah, I see. Yeah, I was just thinking about that. This chooses slot 6, I believe. And then I should have made these constants because I have to use them twice. Page in it. It's like the palette page. Three pages. Tile def page. I mean that's the slot. I don't know if I need to worry about that or just write 6. It doesn't need to be that big, does it? Maybe I should just. Is that even bigger now? I think it was 2 kilobytes, wasn't it? I remember looking at it in the file explorer. But I don't know how that equates to this. Let's just leave it and see what happens. Okay, so I haven't done the palette. We also set some global tile map variables before, and I haven't done that either. Guess I'd have to do it, wouldn't I? Before I test it. Maybe let's try testing just that. So it already calls init tiles. Let's give it a whirl. Oh, loads of errors. Oh, I haven't got constants and it's asking for some of them. Okay, I'll keep it in there from now on. Okay, it looks like it's running. I've lost my window size for some reason. Oh, and it's all black. So not working perfectly yet. Could that just be the palette though? At least it runs. There's just a couple more bits to do. Before we do the palette, let's just try doing these other ones. We did this in the other version. So this one was setting the global transparency to 0. That's a black, sorry. I don't think that would fix the problem. Bone stop. Right, so it's still black. Tile transparency to black. I'll comment them later because they're in the other version and they commented. Tile X offset. I mean, I would assume they were already at 0. This was like a safety thing if I remember right. So I don't think any of that's going to fix the problem. No, it doesn't appear to. Oh wait, I haven't even given it the tile map yet. Like the yeah, the tile map. Let me remember how we did that. Okay, so let's try and do it without even looking at the other code then. Uh, hmm. So there's where we next read shit. Main's doing very little, very little. Just calls init tiles. But don't forget my constants are probably throwing you off. Maybe I should change that back to not being a constant. So that's 6E. I think we've done the tile map, but we just haven't uploaded it. I mean, we also need to do the palette if I was to copy my working code. Ah, here it. I see how to do it. Oh, it didn't have a page. Should it have a page? Stick it in a page. Okay, nice one. Brilliant. Thanks, Emu. So, do you reckon I should just use MMU like I've done before here? I seem to remember that's. I don't know why it didn't look like that. Yeah, I did that before, didn't I? Instead of palette page, Tmap page. Z80n. This is actually putting it into there. Look, we'll go from there. Y512. Wait there. It should be 40 times 32, shouldn't it? Okay. So this goes in at 4,000. This one in at 6,000. They both start at the same address on a different page. No palette as of yet. Whoa. I think the map's a bit buggered. Load mug beer. well, still got that whiskey sat there. If I hold on to it long enough, it might become a collector item. Map goes to 4th. Okay, thank you, man. Let me have a look. Okay, that was the wrong way around. Yeah. Oh, hell yeah, that's looking beautiful. We can test without the palette just to see what the map will look like with. I'm going to assume there's like, quite a few tiles there, maybe, let's say 16. Let's just go up to 9. And as Emu described yesterday, we're stuck in the blue because the palette, I think we're only seeing a small range of the palette. But I can see the tiles are being drawn correctly. We had a routine to set the palette. It is getting nice, isn't it? Repeat this a few times and we'll have it, on the top of our head. I can see exactly what Emu meant with not using constants for it. It looks a bit convoluted. It's hard to make out what's going on without seeing the numbers. Probably, like you say, better just to try and memorize the numbers eventually. Yeah. Let's get the palette done. It's more of the same, isn't it? Only this time, palette. Oh, it's on a page. I kind of wonder why we can't just do the same thing with the palette as we did with the other bits of data there. But it appears we've done it differently. You can, okay. Let's try not having a routine for now. We can always break this off into other routines, can't we? Later. But we'll do the palette right at the beginning. So next reg. It's on its own page, wasn't it, the palette? Palette page. It's always called tile map address, so I need to rename that. Call it start address or something. Um, ah, let me just find out. Where must the palette live? I'm seeing like, okay, thanks man. So perhaps I'll delete what I just done there. Oh, it is okay, okay, sorry. So that's what's listed as enhanced ULA, sorry, control. So these two ones here is a palette offset, it seems. Layer 2 palette. That's a strange one because okay, yeah, I see it. Tile map first palette. There must be another palette there. Awesome. Okay. Nice, nice. So that's saying that we want to upload a palette, I take it. Each layer has two palettes. Okay. So it seems like we've gone to next reg 40 and 41. But I'm not actually sure why just yet. Okay. We need so we need to loop and not use LDIR. Hmm. Okay. And then no loop. Um, Good night, Micro. Thanks for popping in as usual, man. Been another great sesh. Yeah, have a good rest of your night, Micro. Probably should have just copied your existing loop, I guess. I was trying to figure out if there was a way of making it like that. So HL. Okay, I like it. I like it. I can dig that line. So increase HL. I expect. Oh, send the bytes to the next reg. Yeah. Thank you, man. Oh, 40. Sorry. Oh, it was 41. Do you reckon? It's tricky, isn't it? Ink HL. Compare maybe. This will be 42, I take it. I only know that because I'm looking at existing. Oh, and it's not. It's 41. So it says 2 bytes. Auto increments. Thank you. Probably load AHL. I don't know. Another guess. Okay. Okay. Does DJNZ not need B to be a value? Okay, nice. You're ahead of me. Oh, just B0. Um, wouldn't that mean that it goes straight to 0? I notice on your. Oh, really? I notice on the other code it does that. Is that not required anymore? Load AB. Was it BA? Sorry. No, AB. Not needed. Okay, thanks. Ah, I see. That's an awesome trick. That's another new trick you've just taught me there. 0B, it gets decremented, and of course it's 255 at that point. Awesome. Nice. I didn't know that. That's so good. Thank you, man. Job done, innit? I think it should be the right colours now, hopefully. Oh, black. We had this Heisenberg before though, didn't we? It wouldn't have got stuck in there, would it? Let me just run it one more time. Close all these windows. No, it's definitely a black screen. Yo, thanks, Micro. Currently on a 2-month streak. You're an absolute legend of the channel, man. Keeping me going. I love it. I hope you get a new icon. I made other icons for people like who do 2 month. Hopefully they let it through. I wonder why it's a black screen then. Oh yeah, that's what I was going to do. I was just going to comment out that code we just wrote. Just to double check that it now does work again. Okay, there we go. Is it potentially stuck in that loop? Shouldn't be, should it? Yo, Moz. You just woke up. Oh man, I'm going to go offline quite soon. It won't be doing that, will it? It's not stuck in that loop. Where to look now? DJNZ. Oh, after DJNZ. Type MHL. Oh, that doesn't sound nice, Moz. Especially not with everything that keeps going around. Everyone seems to be going mad about viruses. Can you see the palette data? Down here. Labels off. On. Off. It's hard to make out. Oh yeah, I see, right. God, Micro, you're so brainy. And of course, emu. Alright. Let's take a look at the code still, see if we can figure out. Because we know that it's this doing it somewhere. Oh, I see. Put the breakpoint after to see if it ever reaches. And yes, it does. Yeah, but That's the first time. I don't know if you've seen the macro yet, Moz. Although, how is that macro existing? Because I haven't copied it in to this project. How did I even manage to do that? Oh, tools. There we go. Yeah, include the palette. Here's where we define it, or whatever you want to call that. And then, where's it gone? Yeah, just this code here, wasn't it? Yeah, I was like that with macros, Moz. I can't stand them normally. But that breakpoint one just seemed like the perfect opportunity to do it because you had to make a breakpoint, you have to actually define a word in here. You have to like define word something or other, which just seems really odd. So I thought it'd actually be better to create the macro just like that now. Let me see what's different from the existing working code. Oh yeah, this. That goes there in the working one. It's weird as well. It has load AB. That might be similar. Oh yeah, you said that already. Sorry. Yeah, I'll go backwards. Should we ink it? I think that's actually how you've done it on that one I snagged from your code. Actually has jump NZ. Load A, B, or A. I think that's actually near enough the same now. Although it doesn't have. Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah. Oh, it didn't even run. Ah, comma expected. Idiot. You idiot. Well, hey, we're there, but there's no. The palette isn't actually working still. Hmm. I'll pull in the working routine. Set palette here. Oops, I don't want to cut it. Now we're going to find out if it's to do with these two lines. Add an ink B. Oh look, it's working. So it was just that. He really does, man. He really does. Oh, I bloody deleted it. But you found the problem just before I deleted it. I do apologise for that. I didn't ink B. Maybe I should put that back then. Let's try it. Try that. Oh, I got an error because I left that down there with some wrong labels in it. Ah, it's still blue. Ah, not to worry. I like how we've used pages for everything there though. That's a real skill we've learned. Me too, Micro, me too. It's really fun though. Finally we've replicated it though. That is just a working tile map now. Shrooms. I'm going to write in the numbers, see how many tiles we've got before it fails. Oh, how did I go from 9 to 16? We could work out how many tiles there are, because we know it's 2 kilobytes, the size. I think it's 32 bytes, or is it 256? October here. Mushroom season. Wait, is someone in here actually on mushrooms right now? Magic mushrooms. We did. We we used to just eat them. To be fair, we did used to cook them as well in tea, like a stew. You could actually buy them in the shop round here though. Like, they were way better than the ones you can get out of the ground, but they're banned now. 32 bytes per tile. I thought so. Thanks, Emu. So quite a lot of tiles there then. 64 tiles. The next really big skill for this is to make a world of these and only display the ones you want. We're going to have to update this tile map continually, you know. So we'll look at 30 of them. Really looking good. And thanks again for uploading the new tool. It's 57, okay. But that means I can get my own artwork, or I can rip some out of some other games like you've done here with Mega Man. Not quite sure what direction I'm going to go in with the videos, to be honest. It would be a shame to use these exact sprites and make a scrolling level like what you've already done. That would be a bit of a shame. We should try and do something a little bit different. I wouldn't mind trying to make some sort of renegade style beat 'em up where you just walk through the streets. I always felt like that couldn't be that hard once you figure out the tile map. It's going to be fun. I mean, it's quite an arduous process to go through all these to make an actual level. It's not something you can do in 2 minutes. Yeah, this is the tile map thing, Moz. They're all 8x8 cells, and so far I've managed to draw, like, this is a full tile map sort of memory space, which is 40 cells by 32, so it's more than a screen. That's the bit I haven't quite figured out yet, is how to extract. You know, I'd want 1,000 of the, you know, a big width, and I'd want to just extract a certain bit out of it. It's definitely doable, but it'll make more sense once we've actually created a level. Yeah, it's a bit late to get started on it now. Tiled or promotion. Does tiled export as a 4-bit bitmap then? Or I can just use your tool, can't I? It's the palette, I suppose, I'm worried about. I'm going to experiment with all the different art programs. Hopefully I'll get my day off Monday and Tuesday. So, yeah, we've got another project actually. This was like a side project. But just before I go off, I'll go back to the other one. We was making like a Final Fantasy with a tiled map, and that did have the characters on top. But I already did start getting memory problems. Got to be more memory efficient. Let's just hope this one works since I abandoned it. I didn't really abandon. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, so it's getting there. I can just walk straight through that, but yeah, I'm using VSync on the emulator. That seemed to make it look a bit smoother as well. Smack, yeah, nice. It is. It's getting there. But at the moment, it's not particularly useful because I'm not able to create a whole world with it yet. But you know, it's baby steps, isn't it? Like you always say. Mega Man PMP. Nice one. Promotion file, yeah. I'll check that out tomorrow morning. It's gonna be awesome. I'm really looking forward to it, especially now I can make my own art. It is getting there, for sure. We actually spent the last 2 nights, or one, I get mixed up now to be honest, but it's at least one night, trying to fix a problem that didn't actually exist, to be honest. It is a huge step up. But actually, it's not, once we've repeated this 10 times, it won't seem that advanced anymore. It will get advanced with the scrolling and that, I'm sure, and sectioning out, extracting the bit you want to show will be one of the hardest bits, I think. But again, once you've done it 10 times, 5 times, the dialogue system will be in this particular game. That's why I'm going to move gradually away from it, back into the hedge, go back to a more simple game again. Yeah, really happy with that. I was getting a bit scared about the prospect of making a dialogue system in assembly. I could make a very basic one with the NPCs. They just say hello, and some of them would have a quest, but it wouldn't be very what's the word? It would be clunky as hell, and I'd just make loads of sacrifices along the way. It would just about work probably. Yeah, thanks, Micro. See you again soon, mate. I'm definitely going to be here tomorrow. Sadly, I have got work again tomorrow. I was hoping to get a day off, but Monday and Tuesday most definitely days off. So I keep meaning to draw a nice tile set, but I haven't been able to yet. I think I will wind this one up because I'm starting to get tired all the time now. I need to be a bit careful with that, don't overdo it. But I'll certainly be here tomorrow about 11ish again. Hope to see you all there. Thanks, Mook, again for your help. Invaluable. Look, honestly, can't even begin to describe how much help you've been. Along with everyone else, thanks for your support. Can't wait till tomorrow. Hopefully, going to start adding some actual gameplay in soon. So, yeah, looking forward to it. I'll see you there. Bye bye. Have a good night. Oh, Big One Studio. Yeah, look after yourself, Moz. Obviously, that's number one. Drop in when you feel up to it. They're always there on YouTube as well, the videos, if you want to watch in your own time, bit by bit. It's going to be a massive help to me as well. So, anyway, yeah, I'll let you get going. I'm going to shoot off, get myself to bed. I'll